Hi, I'm Hugh McFarlane. I'm the founder of Math Marketing and the author of The Leaky Funnel and hundreds of white papers and ebooks on the subject of funnel management. I've personally participated in over 300 growth projects around the world and trained thousands of marketers in B2B marketing from 20 countries. I'm excited today to share a little of what we've learned. I'm more excited though to hear from you. I'd like to hear your experiences, your views, your concerns. At the end of this video, I'm going to invite you to post your questions and comments in the forum and to discuss those thoughts with your colleagues from around the world. Determining your funnel velocity is a critical step in developing your go-to-market plan. It helps you reconcile the gaps between the size of your market, the revenue targets you've set, and the required effectiveness as you move buyers through the funnel. How do you dominate a market? We often build our strategies by looking in the rear vision mirror. The strategy that we articulate is actually last year's strategy plus last year's diversions, and we call that our new strategy. To dominate a market, you need a clear strategy that you hold to. And part of that is about choosing the size of the market. Here's why. In any market, there's a gorilla. And the big guy, the gorilla in the market, is the point of reference for everybody. The customers refer to the gorilla and they compare you to the gorilla. Even your competitors compare themselves to the gorilla in the market. But if you can't be the gorilla for the whole market, are you happy to be a chimp? Here's an alternative approach. Choose a market small enough to dominate rather than big enough to play around with. It works like this. Let's say that you actually hold 6% of the total market. You're probably invisible. If you, though, got that 6% out of just 10% of the total market, that is, you constrained your activities to just 10% of the market, and you continue to get your 6%'s worth, you are to that market the gorilla. You hold the dominant share of that new market, and you're visibly dominant and the point of reference. That's how you dominate a market. You shrink the market until it's small enough to own rather than big enough to play with. The maths kind of works like this. Let's say that you can do a good job of serving 200 customers in a given market. Maybe now you've got 100. Tomorrow or a year or two away from now, you can do a good job of serving 200 customers. Let's say in a given market that you need to have 40% to be dominant. Earlier I used 60%, I'm going to use 40% now. So 200 customers, and if you had 40% of the market, you would be clearly and visibly dominant. Then the market size that you need is actually 500, because 40% of 500 is 200. You need, in order to succeed, to choose a market with only 500 members in it, in that example. If choosing to focus on only 500 customers or 500 prospective customers to get you 200 customers, if that sits uncomfortably with you, then reconcile yourself to being the happy chimp rather than the rich gorilla. A question for you. What share do you need in your market to be visibly dominant?